Welcome to ACD Combatives, your combatives and control tactics channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hey guys, this is Kurt. So I apologize for not coming out with anything sooner. I'm actually out of state traveling to do a law enforcement class, 2-week class for my agency. I was really excited to do it, and then it's the weekend and I'm having some downtime, and I'm looking on the internet and I see these situation in Aurora, Colorado, where some PD officers roll up on a scene. There's three homeless people sitting there in a Starbucks parking lot. Someone must have called because people call about those things. I couldn't tell you how many times I'm running off and dealing with homeless issues. It's soul-sucking, part of the job. But two of them got up and ran away because they had warrants, and the third one allegedly had a misdemeanor warrant for probation violation, and he allegedly wasn't aware of, and I believe him. If you're homeless, it's not like you check in very often, although you should check in with your probation officer, but that's neither here or there. So this is fresh in the news, and this crap needs to stop. There are viable control techniques out there. If you are training on a regular basis, and by training I mean at least once a week, there's no reason why you shouldn't be training some kind of MMA, jiu-jitsu based, Krav Maga based something once a week. And I will skip to the video. I don't have awesome video because this is still fairly new, but I picked some stuff off the internet, so here you go. He's got his pistol out in a situation like this, which is not a good idea. There's no visible weapons. There are multiple officers, and now you're trying to control position with one hand, but this guy must like the feel of the pistol in his hand. It makes him feel manly, I guess. So here we are, not getting any real compliance out of him because he's literally afraid for his life. He feels like he's dying. So this officer on the left, the male officer, he's the one that's going to be charged with felony for obvious reasons. And the female, she didn't actually, I guess, put any hands on the individual, but she let it happen. She didn't try stopping him, which is very wrong too. So here we go. This is the individual assaulted. He's temporarily homeless, which is no reason to be beating anybody up. If you have to detain somebody and arrest them and take them to jail and they resist a little bit, that's fine. That's just part of the job. Every cop understands that. But there's definitely a line. And I suspect that this is an individual who just should not have been in law enforcement for any way, shape, or form or reason. Here he's got his gun to the back of his head for some reason, when you could have just done a back mount and start handcuffing him. And you'll see that here in a minute when I start showing you different handcuffing techniques that a single officer can do. Guys, I'm beating a friggin' dead horse because you've seen these videos over and over and over, but I have to keep remaking them. And I apologize for that. Well, I could be putting out new content with my training partner. I start making these videos just to prove a point. But again, there are multiple handcuffing techniques, knee on belly to mount that you can reverse to handcuffing. You can take the back. In that situation you saw in that video, he could have taken his back. There's so many situations where he could have got on top of the guy, used his body weight and position if he knew what he was friggin' doing, and controlled him and talked to him and say, hey, okay, calm down. And when some of the fight is out of him, he can't handcuff him. And here we go. I'm going to show you some of those techniques right now. All right, guys, so this is going to be some single officer handcuffing. This is a mount position. You slide to a high mount. And those strikes you saw me doing, and you'll probably see me do again here in a second, are very soft, subtle, distractionary strikes with the palm of your hand. They're only designed to get them to get their hands up in their front of their face to protect themselves. They're not that hard at all. This is an Americana lock, just demonstrating it because it works so well to transition to this position. This is a handcuffing position. Guys, I've used this on the job and with resistive opponents before, people in jiu-jitsu that are rolling hard against me, not letting me get into these positions. This is an S mount to a arm bar and a straight arm bar into handcuffing. These again are all single officer techniques. These are all extremely realistic. I've used them against live opponents. Now this is back take to handcuffing. I'm destabilizing the head, taking away his strength to buck up. Here I am showing you that you destabilize the head by moving the head to one side with your elbow. It's not a strike. I'm using a C-grip to pop his arm out and go right into handcuffing. Guys, you don't need to beat a guy with your pistol or baton to handcuff all the time. I'm not saying that it's a perfect answer all the time, but here you go.
Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out.